Hey everybody, welcome to Acting from All Angles. All right, how's everybody today? We have a really exciting show. I'm very excited about it. We're going to be talking about branding. Hey, Ashley's here. Hi, Ashley. So excited. And JR's here. Woohoo! Good. All right, so today we're going to be talking about going deeper with branding. We talked last week about the 5 different pillars of success in acting: appearance, business, craft, emotional fitness, and a financial fitness. So this is with, and Jake's here. Hi. This is with appearance. All right. We've already talked before about branding a little bit. We talked about type, and then we talked about branding, and now we're going to go even deeper into branding. I'm very excited about this. So first of all, I have to say that a lot of the stuff I'm going to talk about today is actually stuff I learned from Dallas Travers, who is this fantastic acting coach. Coach. I'm going to put a couple of her links in here. She coaches coaches. She used to she was like the actor's complete guide to success and marketing person that you would go to for that. And she's sort of moved on from helping actors to helping coaches, because she feels like there's more people that she can help if she helps coaches, because they can help actors. So I've actually worked with her quite a bit, and she's fantastic. So if you want to check her out, go ahead. So let's dive in. With branding, what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about not just thinking about branding as a brand, but what branding is actually is making a connection. Everybody in the industry wants to make a connection. Casting directors and directors, everybody, really. That's what our art is about, is connecting and having people feel stuff, right? So if you think about that for your brand, if you take it from that approach, it's going to really help. Let's see, I'm just going to quote Dallas a little bit. She says that once you've trained, once you feel like you've really got your acting chops together, then 75% of your time should be devoted to branding and marketing yourself. And I think that's pretty smart. You don't want to neglect the training though, because if you do, you can atrophy and you're not going to be as strong as you could when you go into the audition room. And what we're going to talk about specifically right now is how do you create that experience for other people? And what does that mean exactly? So what it means is when we're branding, you want to ask yourself, this is a little formula you can do. You want to ask yourself 2 different questions. One is, and you might want to write this down, how do I want people to feel when they see my work? All right, so think about that. How do you want people to feel when they see you on the big screen or on TV or on stage? What do you want them to feel? The next thing is you ask yourself is, how do I want people to feel when they work with me? So this is slightly different. This is your collaborators, your cast members, directors, producers, people that are actually working with you. And they'll probably be slightly different. So once you have those 2 different words, you can just answer this question. The experience I create for those I interact with is blank and blank. Okay, that's your goal. So you could say the experience I create for those I interact with is excited and inspired, or intrigued and jazzed, or soothed and powerful. So you want to get some really strong feelings that you can offer to people, and it's just built into your brand automatically. So the next thing we want to do is to brand ourselves. We want to find our specific audience. Who would your specific audience be? We just want one person, which may sound counterintuitive. You're kind of like, well, don't I want to go out there to lots of people? Of course you do, but we just want one person as our image, and there's a lot of people like that. All right, Fina's here. Hey, Fina just gave a like. That's right. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to create your biggest fan. And this is a little way you can do it. Pick 3 or 4 things in your life that you really like, that inspire you. And we're going to use those as a springboard into creating who this biggest fan would be. So that could be, who is your favorite actor? What is your favorite food, or your favorite perfume, or your favorite color, or what are your favorite locations? What's your favorite kind of art? It can be anything like that. For me, the 4 I would pick is Tilda Swinton, because I love her. I think she's the most amazing actress ever. And then emeralds. I love emeralds. My wedding ring is an emerald. I didn't want a diamond. I wanted an emerald because I love emeralds. And then Venice, Italy. I love that place. It is so beautiful and inspiring to me. Somebody else likes Venice. Nice. And then the last thing that I really love, oh, Michelle's on here. Hi, Michelle, is cool lighting. I love stage lights. I love the lights when I'm on set. I love things that are lit beautifully in my home. I have tons of cool lighting. You can see over there. I have some cool lighting. I have fairy lights over the place. I love lights. So what I would do is I would take those 4 things and I would pull images from the internet or just different things and create maybe a vision board, maybe a Pinterest board about those things that inspire me. And from that, I'm going to figure out what kind of person would that be that kind of stuff would appeal to. Who would be my biggest fan? Who would that be? Okay, so you can write down, you can make up a name, you can make up where they live, all that kind of stuff, so that you really know who your audience is and who you are trying to market yourself to. One other thing let me say about marketing, don't think of it as selling, think of it as service. As actors, we are the shaman. We are serving the world with our art. Think of it that way, all right? If you're scared, maybe about networking and have to schmooze and stuff like that, you don't have to. You're just being of service with your talents. Okay, so now we're gonna find out who this person is that is gonna be our biggest fan. And then we're gonna take all of our marketing stuff and we're going to gear it towards them. You might be like, wait a minute. That's gonna make me like bend to somebody else and not be myself, which actually isn't true. If you're really pulling these things that inspire you from yourself, it's gonna draw out your real self. Because what we want is your most attractive self, your best self, going out there and we're finding the people that will connect with. So, all right, so once you get that nailed down, who that person is, then you can start figuring out how to make your headshots appeal to that person, how to make your headshots, your website. My website, I will show you a link to my website. My website, I'm quite proud of it. It's lovely. It's got a lot of beautiful images in there. It's got a lot of pictures of me. The way my bio is written is very towards my branding. I like this intelligent, sophisticated, but heartfelt idea. And my ideal person would be very sophisticated, very liking really cool, beautiful things. And so that's sort of what I'm marketing myself towards. Now, also, if you don't have a website, I have a lovely Facebook Live about how to create one. So if you want to go there to my blog and look at that, if you want a website, that's a way to do it by yourself, which is really cool. All right, so also think about your reel. How do you make your reel appeal to this person? What kind of music do you want on as an intro? What kind of font do you want it? How do you want your resume how are you going to do your resume? What kind of font? You can't do a lot with your resume, I know that, but you've got to have it laid out beautifully. You need to have a nice font. You don't want to get too fancy with your font or it'll get crazy and people won't want to look at it. But there's all those kinds of things. Also, how do you want to dress for auditions and meetings with agents and producers and directors? Now, I know that when we audition, we should dress like the role. We don't want to wear costumes, but we want to dress like the role, right? But we might want to throw in a little something of ourselves. Lately, as I've been going to auditions, I've been wearing maybe this little necklace that's really me or whatever. Like you can tell, I like to wear corsages. This is a fake fabric flower corsage. I like to wear big earrings. I like to wear cool makeup. That doesn't fit for every character, and that's okay. But I could wear just a little something. Maybe even a pair of socks. Maybe you're going to wear your Superman socks. I don't know, something they won't see. But it will help you keep attached to you and your brand. So let's see, let's wrap up here. We're at our 10-minute mark. I like to keep it at 10 minutes. So just to recap, remember, you're a brand, you're not just an actor. I know that's, some people don't like that. They're like, I just want to be an actor. But in this world today, you've got to brand yourself. You don't have to, but it helps when you brand because it gives people a handhold to understand you. It makes you more accessible and easier to cast. I used to always think back in New York and LA when I was auditioning, I'd go and do these casting directors and I'd be like, they have no imagination. You know, they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, they know what they're talking about, but why do I have to exactly bring everything in? The truth is casting directors are super busy and they don't have time to cut through our crap. They want to be presented something that they can go, oh, I know what to do with that. If you do that, you're gonna work more. You're gonna get in there more, okay? Okay, guys, oh, Isha's here. Hi, Isha, good to see you. All right, that is Acting from All Angles right now. Next week, we're gonna be talking about business. We are gonna be talking about resumes and how to format them. I am going to have a little resume that you can download and use it, a template, if you want to do that. If you would like a handout from what we talked about today, let me know in the comments. I can whip one up and put one on here so you can follow that process of finding your biggest fan and how to market yourself towards that. And I'll say just one last thing. You may think you're putting yourself in a pigeonhole if you are getting really specific about your brand, but you're not. It'll just help casting people and directors cast you easier. And then once you're cast, you can start doing other roles and expand. This is kind of the knock on the door, getting in there. Got some thumbs up about that too. All right, guys, thanks so much. This is Acting from All Angles. I'm Julianne Lichty Stratton, the creator of Actors in Action Professional Acting Conservatory, where we train actors to have their own fail-proof process so they can rock any audition, callback, or booking. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, and I will talk to you later. Let me get my cool music back. It's so much fun. All right, over and out. Woo!